It was harsh sometimes. Yes. I mean, I wrote it for her actually.
You mean my
awkward
feedback? You're talking about my feedback.
Not just the feedback, just being in the room, like, listening to her, going so many times off the line, getting too personal, sometimes getting a little bit rude, sometimes just shutting the client down. It was, well, for me, for the person who never done things like that, it looked a little bit like off the way it should have been.
Absolutely agree with you. But you see, when we are in a stress situation and communication with a new person who potentially can bring you a lot of money is always a stress, we default to the basic setting, the worst. Everyone. So that's why.
Mentally expecting the worst result.
No, I would not say that. It's not about mentally expecting the worst. Is from outside looking in, you think, oh, well, I would do this, I would do that. But when you are inside, there is so many variables that you think you have to control.
I'm really sorry if it looked like I'm just bragging out, like I would do better. No.
Look,
I wouldn't. I would be way worse. But even listening to this was awkward. I can imagine how bad I would be, like much worse than that.
We will find out that soon when we're going to be doing the role plays, and you will see even through the role plays how you are improving consistently. So what I'm trying to say, that you default for the initial setting point because you think as a salesperson always what I should do. This is the question which completely demolishes the sale. You think what I should do to make this person buy. You do not think about what's my next step, what's the process, how this person is actually, how to change this person's perception or anything. You're just like, what should I do? And you're just trying to do whatever you feel is right. Most of the time, because you don't know how the sale should be made, what are the stages, through the emotions and as well a decision, the logical part. People don't know. They think, okay, so he called me. I mean, he registered. He's interested, so he's gonna buy. That's how it is. So the client just have to tell me on any of my questions, yes, I'm buying. So I'm trying to ask that. I'm trying to prove him that he has to tell me that. Simple, right? This is how usually naturally people are selling. Cool. Any questions?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So
Hello.
let me see. We have 10 people. I am thinking that we will just jump into it. Let's skip our usual popcorn for today.
Just quick question, Olga.
Yes,
Yeah, sorry, guys.
I was looking at you and I was thinking that you want to ask the question.
Always. Because during the calls, during the calls, there was never mention about the Zoom. I thought the main idea is to bring the person to the Zoom, but it wasn't avoided. Is it normal, natural, or it's a mistake by the? Because as I understand, it should be, the conversation should be like that, like, I'm cool guy, but on Zoom will be even more better. You should go for the Zoom, and they will be.
Nah, you're like, wrong as well.
The best event of your life. The Zoom.
No, because if you're doing this, oh, I'm cool and I can tell you this and I will show you and blah blah and I'm so great. Every salesperson is saying that anyway, right? So the trust level to you is like, well, no one ever told me that, I'm maybe even a little bit better than average. No, have anyone ever told you that I'm a little bit better? No,
I didn't mean I'm cool, but I mean that if conversation with the client built like that it should be very informative for the client. If he wants to know something about the properties, the idea is to bring him to the Zoom.
It's not informative for the client, as for the client to make him feel that he has a lack of information. But if you're going to fit him with the information, will he feel on the conversation with you that he has a lack? No, he will feel that he has a lot. So that's why it's,
Right.
it's a little bit more skilled. And it's a different questions, not on what you will be able to show him on Zoom. And even verbally, we're going to reword it differently. It's about what he will be able to discover for himself and understand so he can XYZ and ABC. Will that make sense if we will have that call where you can blah, blah, blah? That's how it is. Because if you
Right.
put the spotlight, I'm going to be the one, then I'm as a client, I'm sitting down, I was like, okay, show me. Oh, no, that's not actually that good. No, I was expecting better. You see?
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about the client will be able to understand. Because, Mr. Client, as you mentioned, ABC and XYZ answering your question. So for you to get your own answers, rather than me telling you what is right and what is wrong, would that be useful to get on a Zoom meeting with our area specialist, who kind of over there on the ground will show you all of the actual market data that we have through the registration of the deals and rentals in Dubai Land departments. You kind of see what that kind of performance been for the past 3 years, and have a better understanding of the future trends that a lot of maybe agents been telling you, but they never showed you the numbers. Would that be useful if we will do that? You see?
So it's not like going on Zoom to get sold, but go on Zoom to get more information for yourself.
I will show
Is it
you
correct?
the yeah, but we're not. Look, if that would be possible to sell $1 million property or $500,000 property just on one Zoom, or anything which costs one or $500,000 on just one Zoom, would be great.
You know.
Specifically to social media leads, to someone who clicked sitting on the white stone.
Yeah, I get it.
If that will ever happen, there is we call this lay down sale. The person who just needed to literally dislocate his money to somewhere. It's just 1 in a million. Possible, yes, but it's not about your sales skills.
How many Zooms happen to the sale, actual sale normally, or contacts of the start from the call person to the final sale on average, if I may ask?
Ideally, I would say the process will definitely take around a month. It's ideally. Again, taking in consideration that the person actually doesn't have any problems with bringing the money out and getting them from somewhere. He doesn't need to sell his property, or because this we cannot control, right?
No, I mean from the call to say yes, I'm buying without the whole process, but from the 0 to yes, how many Zooms takes with the client?
It's the same.
It's not one.
I'm going to answer your question, Konstantin, but I want you to understand that it's the same as you coming to the training with a weight loss coach, and he has a great pictures before and after. And let's imagine, so you have a 20 kg extra. He's like, oh, how many weeks I will need to lose my 20 kg? He's like, well, depends on you mainly.
Right.
But usually it's case-to-case basis. On average, I believe that within 1 month, as a best possible case, you can get the first payment. The client will have someone who's coming from social media with a lack of knowledge and high, let's say, level of fear. Then month is enough. However, is it always this? Well, realistically, it's 6 months. Sometimes 12. And sometimes the deal is happening with the agent number 10, meaning just this lead bounced for so many agents and then the 10th closed here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, guys, because we don't forget, they do not have intent. Intent, I will explain you. We have a different types of property, right? We've been discussing that already. There is off-plan, where I'm looking for invest potentially, yeah, and it is ready property. When I'm living in Dubai, I need to move because my landlord served me a vacating letter. I have 2 months to live in the property. 2 months. I have 2 months only in the property, and then I have to move. Well, my level of intent, my intent to find a property is way higher. I have to, there's no choice for me. But there is no such a thing usually for people who buy an off-plan property. You got me? Okay.
So, yeah, I had a question also, a quick
Yes,
question.
tell
So
me.
do we get some sort of spreadsheet with all the numbers? Because from the previous calls, the Zoom calls you linked, the client was asking a lot about different markets, Qatar, Arab Emirates, and the agent couldn't provide anything besides his personal
But why do you
experience.
think the agent should provide? Yeah, that's a
Well-
good question. That's not your point. Like, look, that's a good question, and there is definitely a lot to look at the details. That the best is to bring to our area specialist. So what we can do, we can book a little bit more time together with him on Zoom, where you will be able to see Mr. Client X, Y, Z, and ABC. Would that be useful if you like, instead of me going and telling you the numbers, it just doesn't mean anything really?
But we could still give him like a taste, like a piece of cake,
No.
basically. Like,
There is
no?
no need a piece of cake, but I can give you a variant. But your goal is, this is an interest. He's interested. Take this interest and bring him to the Zoom. Because if you're going to give him an answer, what's the point for him to go to the Zoom? Tell me.
To make a decision, basically.
He's not going to, if he doesn't want to be sold, he doesn't want to make any decision. That's not why he is there. You heard the intent of these people, the intent, not the one on the Zoom, not the video, but the call. Intent is what, high or low?
It was pretty high.
Low.
Pretty high?
I thought like
Low.
some of them.
It was very low. I think it
What
was
do you mean
low.
high?
They just wanted to get information. Like, I want to collect some
Exactly.
information. I'm not interested
Yes.
to buy. I don't want to talk to you even. I just want information. Give me information.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Exactly.
me, it
Because,
seemed high because they were interested, and that's if
I
they have
mean,
interest and they have
we're-
some sort of
we are not cold calling them, so they definitely have some potential interest for sure. But it's not as you expect it to be.
We don't know how fast they will make the decision. So interested, maybe I don't have money, but I'm interested. I want to see the developer. I want to see the project, and then start saving up. So this is what it means, interested. Without qualifying them properly, we will not understand, I think.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get into the maps, Google Maps. Just, you remember yesterday I was trying to do that? Ooh, yep, I can do that. Sorry to cut you off. We're definitely going to dig into that. Yeah, it's good that we have already these discussions and you can see the different variants. The reality of the social media lead, they have an intent, but you yourself, when you see the artwork, project XYZ, price that or price from or whatever, or ROI from, get the information or request the information, and they click on what? Request the information. Are they clicking on the button I want to buy?
but they
But
need
I'm
this
not gonna buy,
information
doesn't
to
it?
buy. I mean, without this information, there's no chance of them buying.
But they are not looking to buy though. You see, you're looking to get yourself a new car. You potentially have an interest to get yourself a new car. We're going to go through that today. But are you ready to buy now? I give you the information. Are you buying? You're going to say no.
Because
I
our
have
job
the-
is not to make them buy. Our job is not to make them buy. Our job is to bring them to the Zoom. We don't have
Can
to
I,
do with
can I
buying.
add over here for
We need to
everyone?
qualify them and bring to the Zoom.
Exactly. For now.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Say it again.
I'm so sorry. I've been listening to the conversation. I just wanted to add what I've learned throughout my year of sales. So whenever like a prospect comes and have attend to speaking with you, right? I have felt throughout my experience that the more options or the more directions you're gonna give, it will complicate things. So rather than giving him directions or going with his directions, like if he's asking for like, I wanted to look into Qatar or Doha or like Saudi properties, it's better for us to, because we're not here as a closer. We are here to bring him on a meeting right? So our job is to bring him on a meeting. In order for us to achieve that, I feel like it's better for us to, like, if the customer is asking or the prospect is asking, like, hey, could you give me some details on that and that? And I think Olga just mentioned exactly what I was thinking as well. It's better for us to see, like, listen, I feel like you need more information, and you need more things to discuss. How about we get you a meeting scheduled, and I can bring the relevant people that you intend to ask for, and we can have this discussion sorted out right away, so it won't be a waste of time of yours as well, and we can make sure this is an aligned conversation and one will go. So does it make sense, Olga? Am I getting it correct?
You're getting it correct. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to add. So
So don't worry, guys. And then at some point, when we're going to build a better structure, I'm talking about the infrastructure in terms of CRM availability, videos, and stuff like this. When it's going to be easier to sell fully outside of Dubai, taking into consideration you've never even been to Dubai, we will definitely go there. For now, what you are fishing for in your call is this, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. You need to create a gap. You need to make him feel that he actually doesn't have enough information which is going to make him make any decision. Even if Dubai real estate is for him, he doesn't have enough information about that yet. And the
Okay.
best, regardless of whatever decision going to be, because we have to be neutral. I cannot push him, oh, you have to buy. No. And then there's like, look, before you make any decision, it's like, you're not going to do anything if you will not see that it makes financial sense for you, right? You're going to say, right, decreasing the resistance. Right? And probably the best, I don't know, you tell me, is for you to see everything with your own eyes, rather than someone is telling you the big numbers and talking high ROIs, which sometimes probably sound a little bit unrealistic. Does that kind of sounds familiar? Have you been talking to other agents who are promising you some unrealistic returns? It felt like, is it? So this is not what we do.
But so if the person asks for the data, then we should just forward him like straight away to a Zoom call, or like if they ask
Okay,
personally.
first of all, 16. Let's take it slow. You are not a puppet of a client. You are the one who is leading. This is a difference between the customer care specialist who is there to smooth the client down and basically take the order. Oh, yes, we're going to do that. Oh, yes, we do that. Oh, yeah, Mr. Client, anything. Oh, you think you need a 1-bedroom? Of course, I'm going to send you 1-bedroom. Well, I'm asking him a question. And what makes me feel that kind of having a 1-bedroom unit will be a right choice? I'm challenging that because I know I am a doctor and there is a patient who is coming to me and giving me a solution for his sickness. Does he qualify to do that? I'm the brain surgeon. You're coming to me, it's like, look, you're going to cut here a little bit and there and just open it. It's the same thing.
Okay,
No.
I understand now.
But I cannot shut him down. Say, oh, you know what? You are stupid. You don't know. Let me tell you. No, he's not going to listen. But what I can do with my questions, the same as the doctor, we're going to ask a couple of questions. Not the doctor. You selecting the doctor. We're going to treat you. Based on what? Based on how great he is talking about himself. I'm the best doctor and best in this and best in that. This is my number. How you select the doctor? Or someone who is a little more assertive in terms of, let me ask you, Mr. Patient, how does it feel that you're telling me the pain? Describe me the pain. And then you have this pain. Does it makes you feel that you have like a movement in your left ear? And then you have this movement in your left ear. Does it feel like that? And just because you are there listening and answering the question, thinking through, you already think, oh, this guy knows. How he knows that? It's exactly what I have. Yeah? So where is your status now as a doctor? Here or here? This is exactly what we're going to be learning. Don't worry about that. Yes, Henry, you are. Henry, I saw you doing something. I was not looking at the screen. Are you here?
Yeah, actually, I just switched on many, so we have this transcription and notes.
Okay,
Yeah, that,
you switched on something because I didn't. I think I have the. I think something is recording.
yeah, there was like
Two things.
AI assistant, and he's like writing notes.
Okay. Okay, cool. I love that we are already jumping into that. Let me go through the map of probably not Dubai, only UAE, right? Okay, let's look at the general overview. You see Dubai, yeah, you can see my mouse. Dubai, Sharjah, Palm Jebel Ali, Palm Jumeirah. This used to be the Palm Deira, and it was almost built as well. But then they decided against the Fed, so it's now Deira Islands project. So those palms are built by Nahil. Yeah. So this is downtown Burj Khalifa. Over here, you can see these fountains. Burj Khalifa is exactly here in the middle of fountains. All of this is a man-made. It's connected with the actual canal, is a man-made, been done literally, I think 2015, maybe. When I was here, it was just under construction, but this is a natural creek. This was the one natural part of Dubai, and the harbor was there, and in 1960, this is where everything was. Trading, pearls, this is what they were doing before, hunting for pearls. And this creek is the place where the ships were coming. There was lots of trading. Deira is the very old area. Doesn't look like anything. I mean, it's in Dubai Marina and Deira is just completely different things. We do not go there. Like, it's not like, oh well, let me go to Deira. No, it's never happened. You can, there is a gold souk, there is a bit of kind of tourist attraction, but these areas are actually more for local people, for different, like as a Chinatown where the Chinese people are living. That here is mainly Indians, Pakistanis, Filipinos, because the rents are cheap, but there's older buildings and the infrastructure is really set for them, because all of those was where the Dubai started. Yep, Dubai International Airport, which is the main one now, but you already probably heard, I've seen on the short video that I showed you, there is in Maktoum International Airport, which is a little bit further. Now going towards the Sharjah. This is Sharjah. We're basically like this. Sharjah is a different emirate. It's more strict. In Dubai, we have alcohol. In Sharjah, there is no alcohol, even in the 5-star hotels. Yeah? So the way Dubai been developed, again, is when we got this part, it's been built, and then when they discovered the oil, the next plan was to build the beach line. So that's why all of those areas, Jumeirah. Henry, you remember we were talking about Jumeirah?
Yeah, I
This is
remember
all-
it's only for citizens.
Yeah, this is all small private villas. There's lots of small private villas. Some of them rented for the businesses like clinics, dental clinics, like anything basically. And this is a public beach, very nice. They built it here beautifully. Burj Al Arab. Here is a new area, Mina Salam as well. So from 80s, basically from Sharjah, from the old Dubai, the development spread towards Dubai Marina. You remember I was telling you, Dubai Marina, I'm showing you the pictures, right? This is Dubai Marina. This is downtown of Dubai. Downtown of Dubai was as well nothing. So for someone who was here in 1980, it was desert. The road was finishing here. It was roundabout with a clock tower. There are pictures of it. There's nothing. So if you will, but Sharjah was developed, data was developed. If you will say to someone who was like, oh, let's go to Dubai Marina, I was like, what? Where? There's nothing. There's nothing. You got me? And then slowly it started to being built. However, uncertainty, they start to build Burj Khalifa, I think 2008. I mean, maybe it's 2000. Might be mistaken. Too many numbers in my head. The uncertainty of this area was tremendous. Palm was not there. They just started building 2002 foundation of the Palm. But can you imagine? That's all man-made. So they put a lot of, they created a special technology, basically, how to build this island. Because there is lots of tall buildings here. The Palm building is probably 70 floors. Yeah, so there is a lot of, you need a foundation, concrete, but it's really far away. It doesn't look like that, but it's really far away. So it's quite deep there. So they have to bring all of the soil up. And you remember, we do not have much of a stones. And the sand, which is here, is not actually very usable. So they took the sand from a different emirate, some from Ras Al Khaimah, some from Oman, I think. Even they were bringing the sand. So they were mixing the stone and the sand and the concrete and the stone and the sand and the concrete. It's interesting. If you find the videos on YouTube, how they were building it. Then Dubai Marina. Again, if you look at the pictures before, which are kind of made from the satellite, all of this was not here. It's just all man-made. It was just like straight. It was just like this, basically. And of course, there was no satellite layers. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the building. So the marina itself been done as a replica of Vancouver Marina in Canada. You remember, as I told you, everything they took from somewhere and just enhanced it, made it better. So it's not like, oh, well, why not do that? They understood, okay, that this is what we have to do. This is island, again, man-made. It was not here when I arrived in 2015. They were just start building it. They were planning actually the first casino there in the beginning. They had a Caesar Palace from the start. The Caesar Palace was hoping to get a casino license, never happened. Again, for the same idea, because it's an island, right? So now when we're going to be talking and looking at the opportunities in Ras Al Khaimah, there is, in Ras Al Khaimah itself, because it's everything is new, there is nothing to compare. And you cannot say, oh, you see the prices in Ras Al Khaimah. Yeah, they increased for the couple of past years, but it's not like, okay, so what will be with the prices in 5, 10 years? There is no kind of metrics. What you can do, and this is what I teach agents here on the ground, is to compare how this similar project without a casino even appreciated in Dubai. And over here there is Blue Water Islands, and there is a fantastic complex of buildings and branded residences as well. Branded meaning branded by, used to be Caesar, and now it's banyan tree. Caesar left. So I think the price appreciated maybe 2.5 times, maybe even more, since it's been built. So the same happened to Palm. So yes, we do not have a precedent to compare. This is the first casino on an island in the region, but we do have understanding of how the property, which is beach located, beach facing, is appreciating compared to the property which is not located on sorry, not located on an island. Yeah, so we do have. So this is okay. Very interesting information. I live here. This is lakes, man-made lakes. Here it's natural, the water circulates. Here it's not natural. Over here you can see the lakes as well, and villas, mansions. Yep, you can zoom in and see more mansions. Average price here gonna be around 30 million dirhams. Well, like what is it, like $8 million, something like that. So all of this area, you can see, it's all villas. This is Jumeirah Lake Towers. And from here, all of that, you can see, low-rise community, meaning it's just literally villas and townhouses. One of the most expensive with a golf course is this one. You can see the plots are way bigger. It's Emirates Hills. Emirates Hills, Beverly Hills, Dubai Hills is another area. I don't want to kind of talk a lot about the Dubai real estate. Just to give you an understanding, as soon as we completed the development of the, this is World Island as well. You see, this is islands again built as a map. You can buy an island. I mean, I think they're all sold. But there are hotels, they're trying to build residences there. I don't know yet because it's only, I mean, I've been on an island at the hotel. The project definitely will need maybe 10 more years to be fully completed. But this one is one of the most known and kind of a scam projects. Scam meaning they were promising something, they didn't deliver it in time. It's built, but it's really difficult because it takes 40 minutes to drive from the harbor to here. Who's gonna live there? Sorry, how? You just very difficult. Okay. So as you can see, the beach front up to Jebel Ali. Here is more Palm Jebel Ali. This part is more industrial area. However, it will change. This is the biggest port. We have one of the biggest port in the world, and I think we have GDP, 15% of our GDP from the trading from the port. And again, it's because of the very favorable for traders taxation options and the options for them to repack and repackage and reposition the product, and it's going to be cheaper for them to move from Asia, China to the Europe. So we've always been kind of the strategic location in terms of the sea. So what the first coastline is well developed. I don't want to say it's a fully developed. No, there are plots. There are still opportunities. Further, the construction moved deeper in the desert. You can see Al Maktoum International Airport is here. This is the biggest airport of the world. It's operational since 2016. The plan is to shift the, I'm going to move you here to here, shift this airport, Dubai International, which is the headquarters for all of the airlines and Emirates. But it's smaller, to shift it to Maktoum, Al Maktoum, and kind of develop this area. We had Expo here. This been built for Expo. It's a huge territory, very nice. Now they're doing Expo City there, which is a residential / offices compound and a free zone as well. So all of this is now under big development, and there are lots of residential components here, including villas, low-rise buildings. As per predictions, because of the price, which is still one of the lowest, this area going to have potentially the highest growth of price for investors. Again, because as soon as the airport going to move, a lot of people who are involved in the airlines, the support staff, they will move to the area as well. So they will require a lot of accommodation. Like I think we have only 9,000 cabin crews, maybe even more, just with Emirates. So there is a lot of people. Okay, now let me show you on a scale. Probably you've seen it. So Abu Dhabi is here. Abu Dhabi itself, as well, funny enough, is kind of located on a different islands. You see, all of this is water. Some of them are natural wadis, is it called here. So it's kind of natural water, semi-salty. However, Abu Dhabi was always more administrative capital, and even people who live in Abu Dhabi, they prefer to come to Dubai for entertainment. It doesn't mean that there is lack of entertainment in Dubai, but it's definitely, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same way that the people are living. The quantity of expats there is going to be a little bit less. A lot of people working in Dubai, they're going to still live, working in Abu Dhabi, they're going to still live in Dubai and drive for 1 hour. Moving to Sharjah. Sharjah is actually as well becoming a spot for affordable living. And Ajman, you can see this is another emirate. They are kind of connected. This is hard to understand which one is Ajman, which one is Sharjah. This area more occupied, I would say, by Arabs. Big families are living there for years and years and years. There are a lot of people from the region. I'm talking about Syria, Egypt, Yemen, who moved here years ago. And they kind of established, and they have kind of this apartments, villas, and stuff like this. Again, that's not many expats. That the expats not going to live there. That's why the pricing are different. Yeah, to whom you will be able to kind of rent this property, you have to understand the level of income of these people, and as well how it looks like. It's not. I would say it's not bad or good. It's just not what we got used to. But for the people who are living there, amazing. This is what we like, right? This is their cup of tea. Okay, so where is our favorite Ras Al Khaimah and casino? Yeah, do you recognize it? The island is not that big. The island is already built, of course. Over here, there are a couple of hotels which been there for a very long time, like Rix's Bab Al Har, Doubletree by Hilton. This been there for many, many years. This one I think is even 15, and they're doing refurbishing and rebuilding of the hotel. So this area been considered Waldorf Astoria as a tourist destination for those who are coming specifically for the beach type of vacation from all over the world for many, many years. For example, I have friends living in UK, and they've been coming to these areas since, I don't know, since 2000, maybe 10. And the first time they've been to Dubai even was 2018. They've been passing through Dubai, they land in Dubai, but they never were curious. Where they have kids, they have more like, you know, the nature is here is better, the temperature is a little bit less. It's considered Northern Emirate. You can see it's already built an interesting water facility. Ras Al Khaimah is really small for now. It's only 400,000 people living there. It's not that developed. It's not anyhow compared to Dubai, right? That's why whenever all of those, and there is lots of construction here, lots. So one of our projects is here. Casino is here. JW Marriott is right overlooking the casino, basically the last plot before the casino. So all of those, whenever even half of those buildings will become operational, including the casino, including different infrastructure, there is going to be lots of different parks. We're going to dig into that. There's going to be need for houses, for places, not only for those who come in there for casino, but for those who are working in casino as well, right? And those people are not someone who is, I don't know, $2,000 salary a month. They're going to be paid a little bit more. So that's going to affect all of the region. We're going to dig deeper. I'm asking one of the team, agents from the team of Ras Al Khaimah, give us a presentation. It's a good training for him as well, how to present. Then if we're going to talk about all of the UAE altogether, right? Okay, so let me There is a small piece of this one, a small piece of Oman. Don't ask me why it's here. But this is actually a kind of Oman, disconnected from the actual Oman. On the other side, we have another Emirates. Okay. Al Ain, you remember the biggest one. This is a lot of oil is here in the middle of the desert, and it's part of the Abu Dhabi. And another Emirate is Fujairah. As well, amazing natural resources. It takes around 1 hour, 1:15 to get to Ras Al Khaimah, and maybe 1 hour 30, 35, 45, you missed something, to get to Fujairah. Do not forget that we had amazing roads. The roads are very good. And then if you will look further, this is the beginning of Oman. Muscat is the capital. And going forward, we are like a small peninsula over here. This is all United Arab Emirates, but here is mainly Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, right? You see the big piece. Here is Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait. Right across us is Iran and Kish Island, and Riyadh is just here. This is Saudi Arabia, which is, you can imagine, very bigger. All of the cool projects on the Red Sea are here. Another city which is next to Mecca, which is the same kind of well-known as Riyadh, is Jeddah. Have you heard about the project Line? The Line. They're building like long building. No, you haven't heard. Interesting. Anyway, it's just it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can see.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but
Yes.
like,
Yes, Daniel.
are they actually still like building this project? Because I mean, I watched some news and read some articles as well, and they said that some of the CEOs and directors, they escaped the country or wherever, I don't know. So that was a
They're
a
still
scandal.
building. They're still building. Is it realistic? Very hard to say. I was in Cityscape in Saudi Arabia. It's an exhibition, property exhibition, in 2023 August. I've seen all of these projects in you know, the models and stuff like this. I was talking to one of the creators, visual creators of the Line. He was working in Hollywood, doing the Matrix and stuff like this movie. It's a very fun French guy. I have a picture with him. Is it realistic in terms of a lot of things that you have to take into consideration? Young Prince Salman, the new king of Riyadh, has an unbeatable task to put Saudi Arabia as a #1 touristic destination. It's not easy. Taking into consideration that the country is so huge and they have a lot of Saudis living there. And those Saudis, they have a different mentality because they let females drive 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Before that, it was not allowed female to drive. But when I got into the country, I rented a car immediately from the airport. It was no problem. I felt safe. It was just, it's fine. But it takes, you see, but in Dubai, because of we have 11% of the local population, we are coming and we are, you know, this is who we are. Over there, the expats is like, well, I don't know, 5%. And the local population is growing because the minimum is 4 kids in the family. Minimum. If you have less than 4 kids, like, whoa, what's wrong with you? You got me? So it's never going to even up. But definitely Saudi Arabia, look at this huge country with lots of money and lots of interest. The same as Iran, right? Iran has a lot of money. And we have this lovely casino. And they all like gambling. And there is a casino in the area which is Muslim, right? So I'm more safe there. I'm not afraid to go, you know, I don't know, to Monaco or to US and then just I can wear my local dress and go into casino. The Saudis are not that yet, kind of westernized, I would say. Okay. And you know what I used to do as well, always? This is, let me get back to the map of the world. When I was doing the Zoom calls with the clients, when I was still selling properties offline, I was opening the map like this, and I was starting the interaction with the client. I was like, look, Mr. Client, I know it might sound weird, but can you just point when it's like this? It's kind of, which are the, without a country. Anyway, let's keep it this one. I was asking them, can you just point on the center of the map, how you see it? And when they point on the center now, all of you. Yeah, if you point on the center, then I zoom in, right? And you're kind of in United Arab Emirates. So this is what we talk strategic location. Ah, okay, that's what you mean. Cool. Any questions on that, guys?
Where we are on that, it would be really appreciated if we can talk about the top projects that's being built. By, for example, we are talking about this casino project, and there are also diamonds, if I'm not mistaken. I've been looking at some like new projects and new units, new constructions. But while we are on the map, you will be really like
diamonds. What you talking about? I don't know which diamonds.
Diamonds by Danube.
Oh my God, Jesus! Diamonds, Danube. Okay, the task for you to read about Danube. Who is Danube and which kind of quality they provide, and who is the owner and how he came to this business. No, Danube is not anything worth communication and this respectful environment. First of all, Danube is famous with providing 1% per month payment plan, affordable. Not and the quality basically is matching it.
So that's why I'm asking when maybe we can discuss those top projects and not other than.
What do you mean? You see, guys, there is hundreds of projects. I want you to learn them themselves first. We definitely can discuss, but it's going to be more confusing to you.
So
because
what I mean,
there is no such a top project. We can talk about the projects of OBG at some point, but there is no such a thing as a top project. You got me? Because we have launched where it's sold out in 4 months.
Of course, what I mean is, in the task, we are asked to learn about the 5 to 8 top projects that we are going to be working with anyway. I think that we are not going to be receiving the list out of 100 different projects because we don't I don't know. My idea is that anyway, we are not going to have every knowledge about all those 100 projects. So that's why I'm asking, since we are specializing in those 5 to 8 projects, and maybe we can talk about
exclusive projects of OBG that we are selling exclusively, where we are the sales center. That's why the leads are going to be that the advertisement that they're doing is for this project. So the people are going to be coming for this project. Doesn't mean that they're going to buy those ones. We can offer them others if for whatever reason it's not matching their requirements, or they don't have a budget.
I see.
Yeah, let's get into that. We're definitely going to get into the product knowledge. I'm just, can you imagine how long it's going to take for me to present one project? Definitely going to be more than an hour. And I want us to kind of get it to speed with the sales skills as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stop presenting, start presenting. I added a new slides for us. So this is a one of the slides of the report from Property Monitor. There's one of the platforms which is available only for the professionals with a company paid subscription, not available for clients. We have now in OBG a different platform which is similar. You will have access to that as well, so you will be able to kind of dig in and understand the numbers. It's very interactive statistic there, the price range, occupancy rate of different areas in Dubai. Doesn't have much though about Ras Al Khaimah for obvious reason. Dubai been collecting this data for many, many years. Ras Al Khaimah is just something new. So this is the chart of the price performance in the past of Dubai. So you can see 2008, this is where we start collecting the data. And now we are, this is December 2024. So as any chart, well, the trading chart to, I don't know, candle chart for the Bitcoin, it has such peaks and lows. So we in Dubai market consider that we had one full cycle of the price going up, going down. In any real estate market in the world, it's always a cycle. The price is going up, the price is going down, price is going up, prices go down. Here, of course, we had more, I would say, distinguished cycle when the prices went down, basically, in the end of 2020. You remember that that's the Corona time, on the level of 2012. Yeah, so those who were buying here, they felt really bad over here. And if they sold out, they lost money. Now we are on an ongoing trend of prices rising. However, you see, if it took basically a year for the prices to rise from 13 to 14, and that was one specific event who as well supported them. Now we have more gradual price increase from basically 2021 to 2025, and they're still rising. Yep. I know that you don't know that. Usually I'm asking the people I train why the prices are rapidly increased over here. That was because Dubai won Expo 2020. That immediately attracted attention of the world towards Dubai, and this is how a lot of people just discovered about existing opportunity of investing in Dubai properties. So a lot of happened here, including the government policy to kind of slow down the rapid price increase, because it's always supply and demand, right? And based on the, how about 2020, or those peaks and drops, what do you mean, right? I consider it like a heartbeat. So when you if you will look at the pictures of 2010, 2011, the people who are investing here, they were really brave. Legislation was fresh. No one knew what's going to happen. It's a country no one knows. They have oil, they're Arab. You see, there was a lot of uncertainty. So there were not that many international investors, actually. The same way there were not that many people who potentially could live in this apartments. Back then, the salaries of expats were...
Sorry, Olga, to interrupt, but 2012, there is a big increase. Was there any event which is lead to
a big
that?
increase
You
where?
2012. 12 to 13.
No, it's not an increase. It's a drop. 12 to 13 is actually a drop. 2013 to 15 increase.
Yeah,
over
that was
here.
this period of
Yeah.
time. What was any event?
Yeah, we won. You know, the country to win the expo. It's not like I have a conversation with someone, okay, we grant you the X, but it's a bid. Lots of people, lots of countries want to participate, and then one is selected. So we were bidding for participation and we were selected. Simple like that. And it was well known, they were announced, and Dubai took time to make sure everyone knows about that. So that increase of the price. Here the oil prices dropped as well. And it was overall a bit of a decline in the, I would say, world economy as well. Here is still a level of uncertainty. Will Dubai actually make it? Will they not? The legislation doesn't have any golden visa, doesn't support that much investors. There is nothing that could really force, in a good way, people to come to Dubai. So that was one of the reasons the prices were slowly dropping. And back, I was selling from 2015 till here. This is the market I was working on. At that time, the developers were giving service fees waivers for several years. Dubai Land Department 4% waiver, 10 years post-handover payment plan. Some people still have it, 10 years post-handover payment plans. And then, because of many factors, the oil prices, you remember what happened with the oil prices during Corona? It was literally more expensive to keep the oil in your container. It was to pay for the container, for the storage. You could just release the oil. It's going to be cheaper for you to throw away. Yeah, and we still, regardless of that, this is the region, we still depend on that. It's affected a lot of countries around us, and of course it affected demand for real estate. Over here, 2020, the way we handled Corona, the way the world opened up, a lot of other things which happened 2022, and as well, we now have ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine, and a lot of countries around it involved. People are bringing money to Dubai rather than them keeping or trying to bring the money to Dubai, rather than keep it in Israel or Palestine or anywhere. So now we're on the new peak. What we usually say if the client is, oh yeah, but it's going to be drop, blah, blah, blah. We call it market correction. Will the market going to grow all the time? No, of course not. It's impossible. Why? It's not happening anywhere. But the correction that will happen here will not be as rapid and long as at this stage. Right? There is definitely going to be at some point when supply and demand are going to be equal. And now we are in the sellers market. Yeah, you see the sellers. When the sellers are the main in the market, the prices are growing because there is less sellers and more buyers. When the situation is different, the prices are going down and there is more buyers and less sellers. You see? If you will compare it to the trading, there is a bear market and a bull market. Have you heard these terms? Bear market, there's cryptocurrency trading all the time. So which kind of market we now have in crypto? Which kind of trend, not market, yeah, trend. Is it the bull or bear?
Side.
Huh?
Side.
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 What is it?
Go inside because it's going on the side, not up, not down. Because everyone was expected it's going to go up after Trump, but it's not going up because there are many.
Okay, you're talking about the micro trend. But let's talk about the trend for the last 6 months. Is it bear or?
Yeah, it was bull trend.
Yeah.
Bull trend.
Yeah, and the funny thing to kind of, it's good, guys, for you to know the methodology because you potentially can deal with the clients who are in other assets as well, who trading, trading in crypto, trading in stocks. That goes through the industry. The bull, the idea of why bull and the bear attacks from the bottom, the bull attacks from the top. Yeah, That's it. It's simple. Any questions on the chart?
How to overcome this objection if clients say, so like Konstantin, obviously what you're showing to me is expected to be, should be expected a fall after this long bull market. What should I do if market dropped to 172 back? Shall I sell it or shall I keep it? Or how to overcome this? Or just say, I don't know, like no one knows what's gonna be.
I mean,
like,
I don't know. Like look, the way I'm doing it, I'm going just with a common sense. And I'm just bringing myself back into my body. It's like, who am I? Who is he? Is he someone who can predict the future? Does he have a superpower? With whom I'm talking? Because if you yourself have this type of objection in your head and you cannot overcome it for yourself, that you believe that's true, basically, it's not easy for you to overcome it. But I need to understand that I do not believe in this objection for a start, before I'm going to handling that. And then I'm going to ask him, but like, what do you mean everyone knows? How do you mean everyone knows that it's going to go down?
Because if you look at the chart and based on your words, after the property goes in circles. So now we're gonna have bull run, but would it be a bear run down if something happened? And what shall I do as investor if I buy at the highs? If I buy on the highs, that price per square meter, and then like what shall I do? What would you suggest to me? Shall I sell it or shall I keep the property? Basically.
Oh, look, it all depends. It's up to you to decide. And I really appreciate that you think that I am someone who can time the market. Even Warren Buffett cannot do that.
I like it. It's up to you to decide.
It's always like this. And it's true. It's up to you to decide. How do I know? Olga, what should I do? Should I clean my bum or should I not? Like, I don't know. It seems like I'm not your mom. You got me? I'm not your parent. How can I decide for you? You doesn't seem to be an infant. I'm bringing back responsibility to the client. You see, I'm not taking it. Because if I'm going to take it, then it's just going to be me jumping up and down and trying to help it. No. Look, I like this, I would say, frame. I was like, look, Mr. Client, it's kind of depends on, like, how do you see the market of Dubai itself? Let me give you this example. You know Apple, right? Apple stock. Yeah, the Apple, Tesla, you kind of know this. And I'm not suggesting for you to buy any of the stocks. Let's just imagine, in your understanding, like Apple is a kind of a stable company, good company. Do they have a good market share? Is that potentially they're going to be going up in the future, or the Apple is really going down? Konstantin, tell me.
I think it's not going to be up because much more competition coming up, especially from China devices. And but that's a personal opinion.
Isn't it been like this all the time?
I'm sorry, I would disagree regarding Apple. Okay, keep Konstantin. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm like, okay, Konstantin, but which company, which type of stock you consider is a good investment based on what you think?
I think there is no one certain stock. It should be a portfolio of stock of industry. You cannot buy one stock and rely on one stock.
But if you will choose in the industry, let's imagine which industry would you consider is good?
I think now AI or
okay, fantastic. Yeah,
something like with the rockets.
OpenSea, ChatGPT stock, OpenSea. I'm not sure if this company is public yet. Let's imagine, Konstantin, let's imagine you're buying the stock of OpenSea AI today, and in 2 weeks the price goes down. What would you do? Would you sell out, or would you, understanding the value of the industry? Yeah, but it goes down. But why wouldn't you sell it?
Because this industry is just coming up and it's potentially have potential grow, because it's everything will be connected with AI. I would think like that as an investor.
That means up to you. It's more like, do you see the potential what Dubai holds, taking in consideration the past, or for you it's just something which lasts one day. But if you think it's just going to last one day, there is no point even, to invest, for sure.
Yeah, correct.
You see what I did, guys? Because it's not about like, what should I do, all that. That's like, sorry, which kind of conversation is this? I'm not your financial advisor. In reality, I'm not your financial advisor. You're not paying me for this. And you asking me these questions is really stupid. But I'm not going to tell this to the client, right? Right? But with him, like, understand that, Mr. Client, it's up to you. If you will see the potential, you understand where Dubai market is leading. I'm more than happy to show you all of the numbers and book you with our area specialist. Going to probably give you way deeper understanding on the actual logic / numbers side. And then you will decide, maybe it's not what you're looking for. Yeah? Will that make sense? For us to have this, kind of sit down with a specialist like once and for all to get this done, and you have and you're going to be on a completely different level of ability to make those decisions, right? Yeah.
Actually, nothing is guaranteed. None of investment is guaranteed. It's not deposit in the bank that you get per year. It's a risk, and you take this risk or you not take this risk. It's like something like that. You can add like. I not sit here guarantee you that it's going to be grow, but you can see in the past what happened with Dubai. What do you think?
It's good to end, but it's good to say like this. But how about, Konstantin, instead of saying this, you're going to ask him a question and he's going to be engaged. Yeah. You ask me the question about this.
Yeah, Mr. Client, I understand your thinking and appreciate that you share with me, but based on the fact that I show you here about Dubai and it grow, what do you think it's gonna be happening in the future with Dubai? Will it all
No, ask me the question about guarantee. Quick one. You're going too deep in the woods.
All right.
You just said nothing is guaranteed.
Mr. Customer, is there something guaranteed in the investment world? In the investment, is there something guaranteed that you can be 100% sure that it will be guaranteed for sure?
Give me a little bit more concerned tone, more friendly tone. You see? Say it in a different tone. You're gonna have a different response.
Yeah, Mr. Client, may I ask you if there is something guaranteed for sure that you might show that if you invest and you will get it?
You rush a little bit, guys. That this is where the next level of skills. Let me help you with that. Mr. Client, is there literally anything which, when it comes to investment, is there kind of anything which is guaranteed? You see? So I hang on to the words. So he listens to that. Guys, Bakhtiari, that's great. You can apply economics, and we definitely gonna use all of your amazing techniques. But what I'm, it sounds stupid what I'm doing, right? But this is exactly the reason the client gonna open up and talk to you. Not because of the numbers, not because of you showing him something better than other, not because you are able to read them, not because of that. Because of this. But if you do not know how, or the way you communicating and makes him feel that he has to protect himself from you, he's going to be dead. He's not going to be able to listen or interact or even take this information. You got me? It's not about the information as per se. It's about it, but it's about the delivery and engaging with the client so he thinks for himself. What you are saying is irrelevant. The most important what the clients say to himself based on what you say, maybe. Okay, let's jump into it. What is sales? Tell me what which other words associated for you with sales?
Solution.
Give me a solution. Okay, good ones. Give me bad ones.
Push.
What general public think about sales? Push. Okay, yeah.
Scam.
Scam. Good. What else?
Variety, I would say variety.
Variety, there's endless options. I can choose anytime.
Profit.
Profit, potentially, for whom? Henry, profit
For
for
us.
whom? For
For us.
salesperson, right?
Yeah.
Not for the client.
The client
Yeah.
has an upper hand because we are approaching.
Okay. The general public, people out there, including us, think about sales in a certain way. And this is how we think about them. Okay, let me do this. It's not. Oops. Misinformation, a lot of misinformation, tell us the facts which are wrong just to get whatever they want from us, right? The salespeople. Pushy, untrained, they just don't know what to say. They just say whatever they think gonna make them a deal, right? Because for them, they're biased towards yes. They don't care about the results. They just want to have a commission breath, right? And salespeople are afraid a bit. They're anxious. Yeah, they're always worried. What if the client not going to buy? They're chasing. And chasing mode, sending me, Mr. Client, what do you think? Right? Rushing, talking fast. You can ask me, Olga, what are you doing? Well, how are you? It's like you're teaching us sales and now you're saying this. Right? But this is like, guys, this is what we're going against of. General public do not like salespeople. Doesn't consider a good profession for some reason. And to be honest, kind of the sales force altogether take part in public thinking that way, right? Have you been sold something that you never needed? Have you been pushed by the salesperson? Right? Bad experiences? When you felt that he takes whatever he wants to get more than oh, McDonald's. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, Olga, I don't really think that because we push a client, it means that probably he doesn't want to do something. I think it's more of not in a passive way of doing sales. Like, yeah, I feel like your kind of sales is good, but then these are for clients who are probably willing to listen. But then there are most clients who just need a little bit of push so that they can be able to make a decision at that certain time, you know, especially if it's in an aspect where you have multiple agents who would still call that client. Do we rather say, okay, when is the best time to call you? Or do we not try to push this client a little bit so that we can get a result at that particular time rather than losing this client?
Well, look, this is what is connected in your head. Pushing connected with the results. You've been working in the industry where you had a lot of leads and you just had to do the numbers game, right? Was it a numbers game?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I prefer to do a skills game, to work less with a better outcome. Because the numbers game with the cost of lead that you've been is probably a couple of dollars to $10 maximum. Our leads are very expensive. So if our lead gonna block you because you're pushy, it's a big loss for us. Taking in consideration, it's going to be around $1,000 per lead on the cost of you guys, because we put this cost, your salary is on that lead. Good? So now the company is looking, okay, so how much my lead generation cost me? Is it worth it? Right? But if you're going to push the client instead of letting the client push himself, it's not a passive sale. It's actually a very aggressive sales, but they just do not look aggressive. You see, when you are, for example, in Taekwondo or whatever this MMA fights are, right? Some of them, not sure which one, is using the power of your opponent to win. not your own power. The same here. And if you think you're going to be more pushy than 10 other agents who are pushing him, or you think you're going to select you because he feels that you are taking his interests first, and you, someone who are able to understand him on a different level because you ask the right question with the right tone and the right time, he's not going to respond to anyone else. He's going to respond to you. But if you push him, like, well, you're going to stop responding. Do you know what the biggest problem of real estate agents here and why we are bringing this, the frontline salespeople like you? Clients are not responding. Of course, one of them partially it's speak to lead because the agents are coming back to that in like a day or two, right? As if it's gone, masalama. And the other way, the agents they just, no, yeah, I'm going to send you the project. Well, what do you think about this project, Mr. Client? And he's like, well, I don't know about Dubai well yet. But not about the project. I'm not even sure that Dubai is the right place for me to invest. What are you talking about? Pushing me to what? You see, it's not like you're asking me to invest $50, pushing me to try and say, oh yeah, you're going to see the results. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? There's no way for me to invest $50. That's it. And you haven't heard about my sales techniques yet. So why are you assuming that they are not effective?
No, I don't think they are not effective. I just think maybe a little bit passive.
Well,
but yes,
the clients who were in communication with you going forward with buying a financial services, which were, don't want to say, which were really not what they were, right? The level of intelligence of these people, where is it? Do you think that anyone ever called me about trying to send me trading platform? What I'm saying? Do you think I ever entertained the conversation further, ever, in my entire life?
Well, I mean, that would probably depend on what position you are currently to entertain.
What position is understanding that this is not valid or what?
No, I mean, if a client comes in and you probably want to sell him financial advice or something like that, it would probably mean that client either needs more money or probably saving up for future generation or something like that. So this is something he's willing to invest in, and then some of them would look for probably quick money from financial services, or some of them would.
Anyway, the level of I've been selling a timeshare like real estate in Dubai, and I was always, which was not like what it was. And I can tell you one thing: there is always people who have to be on a certain level of stupidity to being able to understand what you say, and stupid enough to believe that. And this is not the type of the clients who probably have that much money to pay for Dubai real estate. So the old school pushy sales techniques, they definitely not going to work.
Okay.
Specifically, you're not selling them anything. You are creating the gap for them to curiosity to book a Zoom meeting.
Yes, I understand.
There is no one wants to be pushed. Guys, out of all of you, there is 13 people, maybe 10. Who wants to be pushed? Raise your hand. I'm going to do a small review. Who wants to be pushed by salespeople? Do you want me to ask others? Who wants to be pushed? Okay, Henry, you want to be pushed?
No, of course. We are not giving them that feeling that they are being pushed. It's just that, yes.
Believe me, you're giving the feeling that you're pushing. Everyone understands when they pushed. Guys, do you understand when the salesperson is pushing you? Do you understand, or you're just unaware? Who doesn't understand when the salesperson is pushing? What I'm teaching is to completely eliminate a feeling from the client mind and the heart that you are pushing him. Because if he's going to feel that, he's going to start protecting himself with a wall of sales resistance. This is what I'm talking about today. And when he protected himself with a wall of sales resistance, he doesn't hear you. It doesn't matter what you're saying. He knows you're a salesperson, you're a threat, you're trying to sell something. That's it. It's gone, done. No one is interested. What he gonna start a fight or flight mode. He's gonna say, oh yeah, McDonald, great. Let me go back to you. Let me just, yeah, absolutely. I'm just like, I have to just like run, my credit card is there. Yeah? Or he gonna fight. He was like, no, actually, and throw objection into you. That's it.
But if we say upfront to the client, Mr. Client, I'm not salesperson. This is not sales presentation. I'm just here to consult you and to see how I can help you today.
Okay,
like,
so
take it off-
don't you
take
think that don't you think that salespeople are saying that? I'm so sorry. Have you ever heard this from the salespeople? Who heard this from the salespeople? Me. Of course, but he's not. Why even to talk about this? Why to hide it? We're just selling is collaborative. What you can make him feel is that you are there for him, and the way you can make him feel that is like, look, Mr. Client, it's up to you to decide. Maybe, and it's like Dubai is amazing or Ras Al Khaimah is amazing, but there are people who just do not match with that type of investment. Do you know what I mean? So would that make sense maybe to book a little bit more time once and for all to understand, is this market and this opportunity something that you potentially consider? And if it's not, that's fine. But you will have your own opinion about that. How does that sound? Or you want me, oh no, Mr. Client, please, you have to find out about this opportunity. That's great, actually. That's the best, from the best, and the papala. Which sounds more convincing for the client? Definitely not the one when you're promising him the same exactly that every other salesperson is promising. The problem is not in you guys. It's not in you that you are lying. The problem is everyone behind in their past who did the same exact thing, saying the same exact word, and then he was not happy with the result. You got me? There's a trauma being caused by other salespeople, not by you. Henry, yeah, tell me.
Yes, so if we're talking about this pushy agents, pushy sales, and etc., sometimes we are also considering a business approach when we're not talking with the client as a person, as a in a human way, when we're just talking about business. So we call, we ask some questions, and we just like prioritize the business. Like we openly
We are
say what
human
we
beings.
need. Yeah, but sometimes we just openly say what we need, what we will ask, and what we will do the next. Like, it's short, and some people appreciate this. So how we could understand what person really likes more? If we use this personal approach,
You can
or
ask
if we
the
use just
question.
like
You can ask
follow
the
business
question,
approach.
guys. I'm
Yeah,
not here teaching you how to read the mind of people. It's not possible anyway. Everyone who is telling you, oh, this is type of personality is analytical, he has to be presented with this type of data. Listen to the words that he is using. Or he's going to use these words and that words, and then look at the facial expressions. The analytical person going to be a little bit more inclined, like going to be listening. That he's audio or kinesthetical. Of the guys, are you joking me? You are in the cool and the stress situation. You heard Ekaterina. There is no chance for you, even if you have all this information, to even you think of what to say, what to answer, what should I do next? Were you scanning the person? It's literally not possible. Forget about this. There were way simpler tactics. I know you want to jump in to understand, Olga, but let me go to the kitchen. I will show you how to cook it. Why we are standing still in the living room? Okay? What I'm building now is you understanding why you will have the pushback from the clients. You will have them regardless, nothing about you. It's because of the nature of this profession, because of hundreds of salespeople pushing them to do things that they don't want to do. And no one wants to be pushed. Do you want your partner, your mom, your dad telling you what to do? Who likes it? Do you think these people, your family members, they have best interest of yours in mind? Or they want to harm you? Tell me.
It depends on your age, right? If you're a child, then probably yes, but as an adult,
Oh, you
probably
like
no.
to be pushed when you were a child? I'm so sorry. When you were 8, you wanted to be pushed? Really? You was
Yes,
oh yes,
if I
yeah,
felt
Mom,
there.
thank you for pushing.
Yeah, so if they pushed me in the right way, then I was definitely happy.
This is you saying now, looking backwards. In the moment of when you were pushed to do things and you were 8 years of age, did you like it?
In the moment, no. In the moment, no.
Guys, that's it. Let's forget about this. No one wants to be pushed. This is our human behavior. We want to make decisions for ourselves, right? For the person, for our adult clients, to make them feel that this is their own decision. They have to verbalize it. Answering our questions, they're coming to their realization and telling themselves why they need to do that, rather than you telling them, because it's the same as your mom telling you to do something. It's going to be useless. As soon as mom is out of the room, you keep doing, no? Was it? She doesn't see you. It was not your decision not to play the computer games, right? You didn't come to that realization on your own. So as soon as you're out of the conversation, you stop being pushed, the client just blocks you. That's it. The client is, it's not your parent or your son, doesn't have any responsibility in front of you. You got me? Okay, moving forward. Sales funnel. I want to brush through that. I'm sure you've seen the representation of sales funnel in your career, or when you have been talking about the marketing or anything. Have you seen sales funnels before?
I haven't seen this before. I saw it on your YouTube channel.
You saw it on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
For the first time in my life, because I've never.
It's the easiest representation of a lot of things in marketing as well. This is how we collect leads, narrow them down, qualify them. Someone is dropping out, not qualified, and then we streamline the best one. So if I would do the sales funnel for the OBG, we have a lead generation, which is happening now. Then we have an AI lead qualifier, who's qualifying the leads and just talking to them, and the leads are responding. Then this is coming to you. You are the next stage. You are human. You are talking to them. You're making them interested. You're warming them up. And then you're booking them into a Zoom meeting. This is another stage of the funnel, right? Because not everyone from the top to the bottom will be there, right? Some people drop. And we are counting conversions. And then someone who booked in a Zoom meeting will show up in a Zoom meeting, going to book in a Zoom meeting, then come to Dubai, and then you're going to buy. Done. However, yes.
What's the conversion rate for us?
The expected conversion rate from the leads that you will receive to qualified lead is minimum 15%.
Okay.
Currently, with the same lead generation platform, our vendors are doing lead generation for the Bali project. The conversion, they have 50% or 75 even sometimes.
Understand.
But it's comes with the time, skills and additional changes that we will do, materials that we send in. It's not only magic on the phone.
Sorry, 15 is to book the Zoom, or 15 is to sell actual. 15 is to book the Zoom for last conversion, or 15 is when they sold, when they bought.
No, the book the Zoom.
So out of 10 leads should be 2 Zoom booked. Is that correct?
At least in the beginning, yeah. But on average, depending again, now we do not have, the reason we are creating this additional line is because the agents which are here on the ground, I'm going to be very polite, right? I'm very polite right now, are very bad in qualifying leads and doing any lead management and selling on the phone. Yeah, I'm very polite. So you understood. So what the real situation is. Yes. Yes, Eden. Yeah.
Yes. So generally, I actually just remember that one part of my job, yes, I did do this a job like this where you have to qualify a client, but I was qualifying the client and I was also having the Zoom calls with the client. So now I needed to confirm, what is a successful qualification in terms of getting the client to a Zoom
Guys, I'm
call?
going to give you a script. Let me get to there. I'm not giving you the calls.
Right.
I'm going to give you the questions to ask, how to ask them. We're going to do the role plays, qualify each other. Don't worry about that. I know you're jumping a little bit ahead. Hopefully you heard the calls and you understood that the agent is completely clueless what to do. I'm not going to let you do that. It's not what we are kind of planning here. Okay, guys, one more time. If the client doesn't have a problem, he will never see the promotion. He will never see a commercial. He will never react on the ad. My latest example that I'm always doing, you can see my hair, right? Hair. It's natural. Do you think I will be sensitive to the commercial, how to do the hair implants? So you can spend a lot of money on that, showing me the different hair implants and you think I ever click? No? Why?
Yeah.
I don't have this problem. My brain is not even thinking that direction. Make sense? So if I clicked, I have some sort of a problem like this. But which problem do I have, guys? My problem is it that I do not have a real estate in Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah. Is this a problem? Probably not, right?
Money related.
Which is a problem we don't know.
We don't know.
This is what we have to discover with our questions, right? And if there is no problem, there is no sale. Specifically, if you haven't helped the client to open up and tell you the truth about the problem that he has, you're never going to be able to sell him anything. And he has to open up emotionally with you. And this is only going to happen when he's going to feel that there is no sales pressure and it's safe. Right? Because the majority of agents are coming back to me saying, Olga, but you know, I cannot close the client. I was like, okay, show me the case. Oh, this client. I was like, okay, so why he's buying? Oh, he just wants to invest. But why? Oh, what do you mean why? He wants to make money. I was like, is that what he told you? No. I was like, you never ask him why, right? No, but it's obvious. Maybe I lost all my money. Maybe I have a little bit, and that's not enough. Or maybe I want to retire in 2 years. Or maybe I want to move my whole family here and I want to have a source of income which will support me for the whatever, like hundreds of reasons, right? So this is what we need to find out. Because I just want to make some money is no problem. We're going to go through the exercise, guys, and you're going to feel how hard it is for you even to think about the problem the client has, because that's not what we got used to. No one is doing it. Everyone is talking solution, solution, solution. Pitch them, show me, sure. Surface level, price-based thinking. Oh, the price is cheap, then you're going to buy. No, people are not buying because of price as well. I mean, if it's just, so I don't know, the chewing gum and it's 2 for 1, it's like, well, that makes sense. But not the apartments. You got me? So there is a certain problem that I start looking at the options. How does the social media works? I can Google once, real estate properties in Dubai, right? And then what I will have? From everywhere, bombard into me different ads, right? True? Try to do it yourself. You probably already did it, so now you have a lot of ads. Do you have ads about Dubai properties? So they're not just randomly coming to you. So there was some intent from your side. So the problem found, for example, let's imagine the problem, I live in UK, I'm Muslim, I have 2 kids, 2 boys, I'm afraid they're going to become gays. I'm from Pakistan. I don't want to go back to Pakistan. I have a UK passport. I opened a pizzeria there, but the pizzeria is not working that well because of, again, hate towards the Muslims, and people want pork and I don't serve pork in pizzeria, whatever. You see, I'm giving you a case study. And I'm looking, what can I do? Yeah, potentially. You've seen the Zoom call recording with Ekaterina. Let's imagine this is the client when you are talking to her. This is the concern they said. Yeah, potentially. But I'm not going to tell it to you guys if you're not going to ask me. What I'm going to say, oh, I'm just looking, I'm just looking to make money. Huh? Fantastic. But the real problem that I have is I do not feel safe for myself and for my family in the country where I am. That's my problem. So look, I have this problem. I'm starting to look at a different solution. I'm Googling migrating to Canada, coming back to Pakistan, buying the property in Spain, buying Bitcoin. I don't know, stopping becoming Muslim, just become a Christian. You see, just lot of solutions, right? I'm looking for several solutions here, several. And with one of those several, I clicked on the ad about Dubai. You got me? So where am I as a client? As a client, I am at the selection. Should I become Christian or should I move to Dubai? Potentially. I'm joking, of course. But the agent on the phone, really pushy. He's like, oh, yeah, great project. It is a I'm going to send you the payment link. Just pay. This is the last unit. You just look at it, it's like, I mean, I'm going to stop responding to this because it's so irrelevant. I'm not even sure that I want to buy. Maybe I'm going to become Christian. I'm going to stay where I am and put the pork in the pizza. Make sense? But how you will understand where your client, if you do not ask the right question, if you just assume something about him? Yes, Konstantin.
Yeah, sorry, Olga, to interrupt. I just remember a quick training from Timeshare Time. It was called the 3 layers question. It's like what for, and why. Basically, why Dubai, why to invest, and what is going to make for you. Like what exactly what you're saying. What is that for to find this problem? It's like why you investing in Dubai, not to make money, but how it solve your problem. Basically, digging deeper to this 3 layers question. Find out this motivation, real motivation. Yeah.
In timeshare, that's very good that you brought it up. In timeshare, can you imagine the person is coming to you, have no intent at all? He was just walking on the beach. He was told there's going to be free tour of the hotel.
Yeah, they're just coming for, and he was told not to buy, and he can't know that it's going to be.
You see, it's just completely different. But that's very good because there you have to go really deep and underlay all of that things and understand why this client going to buy. Because everyone going to buy for a different reason, right? Because that in a timeshare presentation, it's a 4 hours and you have a pencil pitch where you say, which question you ask, what you show him, right? We're not going to go to that extreme, but we're going to give you the question which equip you and we're going to show you the roadmap, how to bring the client into the need of having this Zoom. So the problem triggered. He started looking for solutions. One of them happened to be Dubai. He clicked on the ad. Most probably we caught him here. Any pusher sales technique gonna make him drop out and come back to the drawing board. Because it's a huge decision. If someone is from I never met before is telling me that I have to buy something, I put all of my life savings. Come on, guys. It's not realistic. That's why we're using it different. Like, for example, we hold the client through this process. Several solutions. That's why I was like, well, what makes you feel that, Dubai specifically or Ras Al Khaimah is the right option for you, rather than maybe invest in your own country, or rather than that he mentioned something about that. Or will that be your first investment, or you have already something generating a passive income for yourself? Oh yeah, I have this one. I don't know, stocks. Okay, and what makes you feel that kind of Dubai is the right place rather than you keep investing in stocks? Yeah. So I'm helping him to determine solution. I'm helping him to tell me why he doesn't want to invest in stocks, because he is on the call with you. He is interested. You see, if I'm going on a date with a guy, he invited me on a date. I came on a date, pick up the phone basically, right? And I came. And we are, as a human being, is one of our I would say, features. We are consistent with our commitment. The questions that you ask, in the beginning, you're gonna say, yeah, well, I'm potentially considering. And then you're asking him, but what makes you feel that Dubai is the right place? What he's gonna say, oh, actually, I think it's not the right place. He's not gonna say that. He's gonna naturally start explaining why he thinks that Dubai is the right place for himself, not what you think, what he thinks. It's going to be relevant to him, and you are hopefully sitting down and writing every word, his word. Yeah, so if he's going to say passive income, you're going to say passive income, not additional income, because he doesn't. If you change the words, if you put the words into his mouth, you're not going to feel that it's relevant for him. Yeah. So let's imagine several solution. Fantastic. And then solution determined, Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah. But see, he still have a lot of different projects and a lot of different agents to deal with. You see, previously in the stone era of sales, human beings were getting the information about products or services or opportunities even from the salespeople, or from the radio, from the newspaper, from the TV. But majority of information of how to use it, what to do, were from the salespeople. Now, for you to find out anything deeper than ever before, what do you need? How much time? 2 seconds. Realistically, you could have an idea for 2 seconds. So the salespeople are only valuable if they know how to bring the value. Because no one is interested in pitching. Make sense, guys? Are you there with me? Are you live? Yeah.
Yes.
So several solutions is where we got the client most of the time. Your goal is to make him feel curious, more curious, because he's already curious, more curious, engaged, see the potential for himself and the book Zoom. Solution determined, solution comparison, everything going to be happening with a closer here. You don't have to do that job anymore because we cut the sales process. However, sometimes people not going to book the Zoom from the first go, but they want to still be interested. And then going to be additional follow-up process and how we kind of re-engage with them or what we do. We're going to help you on that. We're going to provide what we see as a right structure. If that's not going to work, or even if it will, we're going to improve it. Make sense? Okay, let me jump to the, it's my favorite, guys, but I have something at 4, so I'm not going to be able to, sorry, let me, I'm not going to be able to go forward, but I'm going to still play that with you and I'm going to leave it. This is a piece of my favorite movie. I love it. Wolf from the Wall Street. Yeah, everyone seen that? What is it about? Yeah. Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort is actual character. Oh, of course, McDonald's, you love that. Jordan Belfort is actual character, and this is a true movie. So Jordan Belfort now, guess what he's doing? Sales training. He wrote his book. I read it, Straight Line Persuasion. Definitely was a great book for the time when the Jordan Belfort was in power. I highly recommend you to find the Jordan Belfort podcast and listen to the way he talks. So there is a small piece of movie, and we're going to have a small debate after. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. There are some questions here on the site, but maybe I'm going to ask you a different questions. Yeah. So this is the part of the movie I'm going to remind you. Do we have someone who never seen that? Yeah. No, everyone's seen that? Okay. sometimes I have people that is like, nah, never seen. It was like, wow. So
I haven't seen. I have seen only maybe 15 minutes, and then I didn't watch.
you.
Really, there are people. Yeah, there are really. It's true.
Okay, Arina,
There are people.
we have to all collectively insist for you watching it. It's not about the set, but I think it's just overall very interesting. Beginning maybe a little bit boring though. Yeah. So this is the time when Jordan Belfort got terminated from his job because the stock market collapsed, and he found another option in the paper with some stock market. So he's going, he's trying to understand what it is, and he's on the interview, and then he accepted the job, and then he's doing the first call. Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna have a problem of me sharing it. I can.
When he was stocks.
When he talks on the phone, this first thing. Okay, let me do this here. I'm gonna try to open the window. Can you see this? Yeah.
Yes.
How's the volume? Can you hear it? Let me increase it.
Yes.
No, cannot hear it. No sound.
We're
only
looking into your Google Doc.
Say it again.
Google Doc. We're looking into your Google Doc.
Oh, really? You're looking into my Google Doc?
We
It
are
shows
live
that-
personnel.
Okay, so I hope it's a good doc. Stop sharing.
It is indeed.
Okay, I don't know. I was trying to share that.
I think it would be better if you can just share the video link if it's from YouTube or something.
It's in the presentation. So what we can do, guys.
When he just making the first call and just selling the some kind of a secondary market thing to a guy who has never talked to.
No, he's selling penny stocks for the
Penny
company
stocks.
Aerotime for the clients.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, that's right.
company Aerotime, and he was talking to clients. So this is the best deal of this, and then buy now, and the client bought like.
Yeah. So I don't know how to make it shareable, really.
It's easy to find on the YouTube. You just put Jordan Belfort Aerotime, teaching Aerotime, and then it's let me.
Guys, I share the presentation with you from the first day. All of the slides are there. I'm just adding the slides to the same presentation, and you will have this piece of movie there. So let me put it this way. I want you to watch it on your own. Someone who will get excited to rewatch all of the movie, you can rewatch all of the movie. And tomorrow, probably we're going to start with that. For now, I wanted to ask those who haven't yet shared with me their objections. Yeah. Bhakti shared, Henry, Arsana Lee, Konstantin, Arina. Everyone else, McDonald, 16. Everyone else, I'm waiting for your objections. So we can have that. I'm looking through, and I actually shared with all of you the Excel file where you can see all of the objections that you shared. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes. I'm ready to answer any questions. Yes, Bhakti, tell me.
I'm really sorry if my question would sound weird. I didn't have any formal sales trainings. All I did, it was kind of a natural. I was acquiring clients. I was trying to help them. I ran a small web development business back in Moscow for 10, 15 years. And to me, what I listened to into Loom recordings was kind of I don't know, that's a weird idea. I mean, the lady jumped into inappropriate branching right inside the talk. I mean, she started, it wasn't just about getting too personal. It was just about asking wrong things or telling the wrong things. And that just emerged the branches in the conversation that weren't good for the process, that weren't serving the purpose of this call. Is there any
which questions in your mind which you shouldn't be asking, she asked?
It's not that the question that she asked, it's just the piece of information she shared and moved the conversation away from the major topic. I mean, is there any kind of, I don't know, it's not a script, maybe kind of a funnel sort of a thing where I start asking questions like, let me give you my understanding. From what we today discussed, I understand that our job is turn a little seed of interest of a client into a nice, beautiful plant with a flower of curiosity of the client, so that he would be led to the next point. So, I mean, while we're doing this, we are trying to, we have to ask questions that would help him emerge his intentions, explain his intentions, and like believe in them more like find more foundation, more reasons for that thing. Is there any kind of a way to go from more general things to more specific things? Is that the right way to think?
Yeah, I have a script, guys, and if you insist so much and you want to see it, I'm gonna send you the script, which is very standard. I will adjust it for your situation, but from the beginning, I'm gonna teach you more than what you will have to use. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I will share the script as a text, and then I will share the Loom recording, me going through the script and explaining why and what and basic. And then tomorrow we're going to finish with our sales training. We're going to go through the script again, right? If you will be brave enough to start maybe learning and memorizing the questions, at least something which I call the call opener. The call opener is like, hi, name. Hi, name. It's just Olga. It looks like you reply of one of the ads and ask us to call you back, possibly looking for help with investing in XYZ project. Did I get you in a bad time? Okay, and when you saw the ad, like what was beside the crazy computer graphics of the ad, what was about the other kind of attracted your attention to respond? And what is like like overall goal with this investment? Okay, makes sense. Like this school is pretty basic. It's more for us to understand where you currently kind of stand with your idea about the market and what you're really looking for compared to where you want to be with your investment even in 5 years. And then I will be more than happy to, well, this is not for, you see, it's not developed for you. I'm just like trying on the fly. And if by the end of this call you will feel like, yeah, what we have here with our project is something that you potentially can consider, we can talk about possible next step and different option that we have for our clients. Would that be useful if I will do that?
So I'm not sure if you all, if everyone has noticed that or not, but every time Olga ended the conversation or ended the question, it was a open-ended question. When we end our conversation,
is open-ended. Last one?
No,
not the last one. Not the last one. Like, I mean,
but
overall.
you are absolutely right.
So yeah, so my point here being is, and as Bhakti was saying in the previously as well, I'm just trying to relate that with what he was trying to ask, and I hope that's helpful. So my point being here is the good salesmen and the good people that I've seen, like who are good on the phone calls, they always come up with a situation where the question is open-ended so this person can speak a bit more, and the more he speaks, the less talking you have to do and the more thinking we have to do it, and in a way it's a two-way drill going on. So I believe like the more practice we're going to do, we will be at this stage, end up
Absolutely.
closing out
Everything,
5%.
everything I said, guys, is scripted, all of it, including the ... that you will find in the script when I slowing down. It's all scripted. I just memorized all of that, created that, and memorized it, worked on that. I'm more than happy to share with you the basic script of neuro-emotional persuasion, which is, I think, 5 pages, if you want. So you will see a lot of similarities. One more question before I jump out. I shared the training of Jeremy Miner, this 2 hours, 10 minutes training. Have you had a chance to look through that on the chat, YouTube video?
I ran through AI, made a summary, built a simulation, and read the simulation.
No. You cannot do that with that. It's a drop of wisdom. You have to listen to see what he is doing.
Okay.
You know, it's not like text. It's not going to give you anything. I appreciate that you are doing all of that, but I want you to see that from the father of this methodology, and he is there doing the training for MLM marketing water filters. He been selling. He never sold real estate, but he's been selling a lot of different industries. So the methodology and how he explains a lot of things gonna resonate with you, because that's exactly what I'm doing, but I adapted it and converted into the Dubai realities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will find a lot of things in the script as well. When he is talking, in his understanding, we by default kind of should know the product. It's by default. He doesn't teach the product. Any whatever, selling insurance or cars. The top level of sales skills, and I tried it, is actually using verbal cues, guys. Open-ended question is like below foundation, below, just there's no even foundation. Yeah, of course it's open-ended question. Sometimes, not always. But the verbal cues, which are, how do you understand? This is, I know it might sound weird, but this is the top level of sales.
Creating curiosity.
Natural.
Dale Carnegie, show interest, sincere interest.
Kind of.
Something like that.
I mean, guys, watch this. Go back to the presentation. Watch that piece of video and answer me a question. Will this be possible in the current day and age? Will the Mr. Jordan Belfort, with the same script, with the same attitude, will be able to close this client on the phone, current client, not the client from 1980? Will he be possible? Will it be possible? What the client going to do? Will he buy? But the Jordan Belfort of 40 years been, let's say, raping the ears of the clients. That's why the clients do not trust that type of people anymore. As much as it sounds great, but it doesn't work.
Would you let me just give it a minute? I just made a research into the history of sales training as a concept, as a school, as the trade. And as I found out that the sales trainings, they just emerged in like 1870s in the United States. They were really pushing. And when they exported this kind of a knowledge as a school to the Europe, Brits, what they did, they just spun it around and made it more humane and invented spin method. Because they had the pushy method that Americans used to apply into sales approach. And then it even changed even more when Americans started to export sales training to China and to Japan. I mean, it's probably Jordan will be still good enough for Americans, in America, for Americans, but not good, say, in Dubai or in Europe.
I would say it's not, maybe, but again, you have to look at that. Majority of sales training is being created not by salespeople, specifically at that time in 80s and 90s, but marketers, some college professors of selling behavioral science or psychology, the people who never sold anything in their whole entire life.
Yeah.
And up till this point, I'm so sorry, majority of sales trainers, they're coming from recruitment or HR background. I was like, oh, so how? You never sold anything. What do you mean you're going to teach me sales?
Yeah, I agree with
You got me? That's it. When I've got the sales training first in 2002, that was from a beautiful guy, but he's a trainer. It was great sales training, more motivational, great. Had I got more skills from that? No. Did I like it? Yes. Was that positive? Yes. But were I able to sell better with that?
Yeah.
Not really.
It's a great point, really great point. At the university, at the final year, I had a request from my a college mate. He just said, "Hey, Bhakti, why won't you like organize kind of a sales training for my employees?" I mean, he's a business owner, and I just replied, "Dude, I've never been to sales. Like, I don't have enough like courage to go and talk about things I don't know."
Yeah. But there are a lot of people who are doing that. And there are a lot of people who are there, oh, build the trust, or just be this, or be a subject, be sure. Just
Push.
show,
Yes.
show people how you're excited about this product. And he's going to become excited again. I'm currently doing train the trainer program and teaching people to be a sales trainers. And one of the persons, one of the person who was trying to get into the program, he told me that he has a XYZ years of experience. He is a sales trainer, and he actually wants to write a book. ABC of closing. I'm just like,
I several times got bankrupt running small business. I ended up writing a book on Amazon on how to build a small business. Guys, you may go find and read.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was like, yeah. And he was from learning and development as well. So he never sold anything. He knows how to close.
Soft guys.
Yeah. Okay, cool, guys. Tomorrow, same time, I'm going to drop you the Loom recording and I'm going to drop you the script. Just let me finish this Zoom call, okay?
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Olga. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.